Tatiana Schlossberg, a respected environmental journalist and granddaughter of President John F. Kennedy, died on December 30th, 2025, at the age of 35, her family announced. Schlossberg revealed in a deeply personal essay published last month in The New Yorker that she had been battling acute myeloid leukemia, a rare and aggressive form of blood cancer. Born on May 5, 1990, in Manhattan, Schlossberg was the daughter of Caroline Kennedy, former U.S. ambassador and author, and designer and artist Edwin Schlossberg. As a member of one of America's most storied families, she grew up in the public eye, yet she worked tirelessly to define herself through her career in journalism. Schlossberg's professional life began modestly. In 2012, shortly after graduating from Yale University with a degree in history, she worked as a municipal reporter at the Record in New Jersey, covering local news from modest beats. Car crashes, town budgets, fundraisers. Far removed from the national spotlight her surname might have suggested, her editor at the time recalled that she was determined to be known as herself, not just as a Kennedy. Over the years, Schlossberg's journalism took her from local reporting to nationally recognized work. She wrote for the New York Times, covering science and environmental issues, and contributed to other major outlets. Her 2019 book, Inconspicuous Consumption, The Environmental Impact You Don't Know You Have, earned praise for its thorough examination of how everyday choices affect the planet. Colleagues and editors described her as a diligent, curious journalist who relished field reporting and the challenge of complex subjects. She pursued stories with a meticulous eye, especially on environmental science and climate change, striving to elevate public understanding of urgent global issues. In her November 2025 essay for The New Yorker, Schlossberg shared the harrowing story of her leukemia diagnosis, which came unexpectedly in May 2024, shortly after the birth of her second child. Doctors discovered the disease, compounded by a rare chromosomal inversion, following routine blood work. She wrote with striking honesty about her months of treatment, including chemotherapy and stem cell transplants, and her participation in clinical trials. The essay, titled A Battle with My Blood, struck a chord with readers for its blend of raw vulnerability and clear-eyed insight. Schlossberg detailed the emotional and physical toll of her illness and reflected on her deepest fear, that her young children would remember her only through photos and stories. She also used the platform not only to chronicle her life-altering diagnosis, but to address broader issues. Schlossberg criticized public health policies advocated by her cousin, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., suggesting that cuts to medical research and skepticism toward vaccines could have real-world consequences for patients with cancer and other serious illnesses. Though she bore one of the most recognizable surnames in American history, Schlossberg was praised by peers for her grounded approach to journalism. She sought to illuminate problems, not to capitalize on pedigree. Early in her career, she deliberately insisted on proving her worth as a reporter, even if it meant covering small-town council meetings rather than headline-grabbing national events. Her passing at only 35 is being felt across journalism circles and beyond. Tributes highlight not only her writing and intellect, but her warmth, humor, and unassuming dedication to her craft. She was described by friends and colleagues as a deeply empathetic storyteller who brought a human face to environmental challenges. Schlossberg is survived by her husband, George Moran, a physician, their two children, her parents, and her siblings Rose and Jack Schlossberg. Her life and work stand as a testament to her belief that even complex scientific and environmental issues can and should be made accessible through thoughtful reporting,